Healing Activities Part 4. I had to get myself together after the last one because I was so proud of myself because I did that. And you will too. Whew. Okay. And if y'all notice, I don't edit my videos because you're going to get me in raw form. So in my free time, I've been a poet. And every now and then I will write a song or a rap about something that I dealt with, because I don't think that we understand how important it is to express those emotions that people feel like are negative. Now, of course, I was, raised very Southern. I went to a Catholic school in New Orleans. So I went to Mass on Friday, went to a Methodist church on Sunday, and I did that K through 8, came to Virginia, and then we visited like Protestant churches, and we were part of a Baptist church and then AME church, so different type of churches, and I got exposed to different backgrounds. And something that we were told that was not ladylike was to cuss. So one of the things that I use as part of my healing journey is cussing. I will have a time when I will put on some kind of rap song that has nothing but cuss words, and I'm going to sing it all the way through. I might paint a picture and put fuck in the middle of the canvas and then start painting around it. It is important and to understand that words were created. All words were created. Before we had English, there were other words, and there were derogatory words in those languages as well. So these words are meant to be expressed. They are the duality of the English language. And so to be told that you should not say them is because people don't like the way that they feel when you say them, especially when they are words that are being said towards them. But in actuality, you don't have to say them towards anybody. You can just say them just because you want to. And somebody did create these words. Okay? The Urban Dictionary was created. E40 got his own dictionary, but the English dictionary has been evolving over time. If you find an old dictionary, there's an old dictionary that the court uses that never changes. It stays the same unless there's something that they want to make sure that they can use to define in court to prosecute someone in the way that they want to. Their definitions are not going to change. But imagine the power that cuss words hold, because normally the things that society shames is normally the most authentic things that we have. Like, nobody is questioning what a bitch is. Nobody, because everybody know. Nobody pretending like they don't know. Yet you're sitting around here trying to figure out what it means when somebody is jealous. Like, there's levels of jealousy, and there's not levels of bitches unless you make them. So I allow space for myself to cuss. I allow space for myself to use words, and the other part of my healing is that I never project them towards other people. And here's why. Very early on in my healing journey, I learned that tying someone to my healing or my other emotions actually gave them power within those things. So I'll give you an example. If you're no longer with somebody, every time you say their name and you tell a story about something that happened between you and them, if you've ever cut cords between you and them, every time you say their name, you're throwing a line out to them and reconnecting yourself to them, which is why you can't stop thinking about that person, and that person can't stop thinking about you. But if you say my ex or a person that I used to date without visualizing them in your head, without recalling the specifics of what was happening, because there's a way that you can do that until you have dealt with whatever happened within your relationship, understanding what your responsibility was, so what you allowed to happen and what actually did happen. Those are two important aspects of healing anything. Understanding what you allowed to happen based on where you were at that time and what that person actually did. Those are two different things. What the person did is specific to them, and you got to let people build their own karma. I'm not going to take no part in your BS. I'm going to let you build all that up by yourself. I am the best thing that ever happened to you. And if you don't know that, that is not my problem. I'm going to leave you right where you stand. And if you stand 10 toes down on something where you don't want to give me something that I asked for, I'm going to let you stand 10 toes down right there, because there is somebody waiting to give me what it is that you won't give me as not even the bare minimum. It's below the bare minimum. They're like, what? I'll give you, that's nothing. But they will show up because they chose to, not because I told them to. They will do it even if they didn't know that it was something that I needed, because Spirit does not send you something or someone without knowing. Because most of the time when people learn about us, when we go on dates and stuff like that, we tell them who we used to be, because presently who we are now is a completely different version. They don't need to know who you used to be. Because if they know who you used to be, they're going to treat you like who you used to be. And that's not what you need. What you need is a different type of flow. Who you are right now. Who am I today? Nice to meet me now. Okay? So why are you letting people build their own karma on their own? Take responsibility for your own. Because you can heal that karma just by changing your actions, changing your perception, and allowing yourself to elevate to a higher understanding. Because once you shift your perception and understand that that person could only love you from the place that they were because they don't want to be nowhere else, then it becomes chess and not checkers. You absolutely have to treat your life and your healing journey like you're running a company. You have rules, you have boundaries, you have guidelines. And as you start to exercise within those, you have the power to shift them how you need to. Always making sure it's specific to what it is that you want, what will make you happy, and what will get you to where you're trying to go. Like, what do you want? Do you want to own a house? Do you want a loving relationship? Do you want to travel the world? Does everything align up with that? Does your healing journey align with what it is that you're trying to accomplish? Because we attract the energy that we are. We literally attracting somebody based on where we are right now. And if that person is not doing the work for themselves or felt like they've done all the work that they need to do, that is specific to them and their spirit team. It has nothing to do with you. The only part that is going to affect you is whether or not you want to be with this version that is stagnant and not moving, or did you want a partner that is evolving with you? So it all starts with you addressing where you are, what you want, what you desire, the things that you want to release, understanding that those people in your past don't deserve the energy that you're giving them, and you can cut anybody off until you are able to better embrace them, or forever. You don't have to do anything. You may feel like you need to because you have been taught, it's been pounded in your head for 13 years in school, that you're supposed to love and forgive and be the kind person and the good person. That doctrine and methodology was based on religious basis to keep you in servitude to other people. You don't have to be in servitude to anyone other than yourself. You are responsible for your own actions. You're responsible for how you represent yourself. And you are responsible for setting the boundaries and teaching people how to engage with you. And you can start that at any point. You don't need nobody's permission, because you are the power that you've been waiting for. You are the love that you've been waiting for. You are the dream weaver that you've been waiting for. Happy healing.